That's the racetrack there. So we've actually found the racetrack. Welcome to the video. We are currently at Shanghai International Airport. China. After the second race of the Formula 1 2026 schedule. Now I was going to do the first flight from Melbourne to China, but the flight time is 10.5 hours.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We are leaving Shanghai International Airport for the third race in the schedule, which is Japan. Now I found this cool Ferrari livery to use. It looks pretty cool.
Perfect.
Now I'm not sure if the sponsors are up to date because this livery is about 4 or 5 years old, but it's Ferrari, so I'm going with it. So we'll be taking off Shanghai here, over the East China Sea, into Japan, and then when we get to our destination, we will be coming south, east, and then swinging back in north to land at Japan. It's the cool airport where it's its own little island. Now I've had a look on Google Maps and I believe the actual racetrack is round about here. So when we're coming into land, if I'm low enough, I should be able to get some external shots of the Formula 1 track, depending on Microsoft's scenery. So let's jump into the cockpit and start her up. Right, so we are cold and dark here. We are going to start with batteries 1 and 2 on, external power, cruise supply, ground control, and we'll get the nav lights going. Emergency exit lighting, seat belts, and no smoking. Right, we're going to import our scene brief data, which should have our flight plan. Firstly, we're going to connect the most ridiculous looking bridge I've ever seen in my life. It comes to here and then there's just a huge gap.
That's quite big.
It's the scenery add-ons. The basic scenery for Shanghai is not very good. We'll get the fuel truck, we'll get the baggage truck, and we'll get the catering truck. We shall start to load the fuel, which only takes 3 minutes, not taking a lot, and we'll get the passengers boarding.
Anybody travelling with children, we hate you.
As we've got fuel loading, we'll put on the fuel pumps. Right, onto the MCDU. I do have it on my second screen here, so we'll go into that. We'll in it, we'll request our flight plan, give that a couple of days to load up.
It's been 84 years.
And we're in. Put our zero fuel weights in, our block fuel. Right, takeoff performance, I shall just do on here. And it's V1 is 153, VR is 153.
Same, but different.
And V2 is 154. We'll go into the flight plan. So from Shanghai departure, we are taking off 36 right via the LAM 73 Delta. LAM 73 Delta, there it is. We'll insert that. And at Japan, our arrival is runway 36. Now I always go Zulu. I'm not on the VATSIM network because in China and Japan, basically in Asia, apparently they change it to meters and my maths is not very good. So we're just going to stick with no ATC. But if you want to see me on the VATSIM network in future, let me know in the comments below. And I'll make sure the next time we do. So landing runway 36 via the Sork Charlie Victor. Sork Charlie Victor. And the transition is Biwa. There we go, insert that. Now my iris is still got 6 minutes to align, so I can't check it. But I can just go, wrong way, I can just go down the list, make sure there's any, no, we look good. It doesn't look like there's any discommunications. Oh, you can go away. Yep, that all looks good. Top of descent. Well. Ah, so we do have a discontinuity. Get rid of that. Cool. Right, flight plan works. Just looking good. Performances, takeoff performance is all done. Weights all done. Cool. Right, so we'll get that on, that to all, that to TA and RA. Predicted wind shear on. So while we're waiting for the passengers to board, I'll just run you through the taxi. So we are here. We're going to push back onto Mike 3 facing east. And then, like I say, because we haven't got ATC, we've got to kind of make this up on our own. We're taking off 36 right, so it's here. So I'm going to come along Mike, and then probably Charlie all the way down to hotel, cross hotel there, and then take off. Right, so we've got 20 seconds till passengers board in. So we shall nav lights on, and we'll start the APU. Strobe lights auto. Start the APU. Right then, all passengers are aboard. We're going to call the tug. Right, and now we're pushing back. I'm going to start up engine number 2. Revs are building nicely. I'm going to start the turn.
Fast, medium right. You have to turn the wheel, Sammy. 40, fast.
That's available. Starting number 1.
Triple caution, stay center.
Right, we'll stop him there. I've gone a little bit too far. Parking brake on. Get rid of the tug. Right, up the top, we can turn APU off now. Nose light to taxi. Runway turn off lights on. And I forgot to put the beacon light on. Don't know if that's going to get me in trouble.
There were some little glitches, which by the way have been worked out.
We've got Air China, it looks over there. A couple of Air Chinas. Try and hit the centre line as much as possible. Oh, a bit too much over, and stop there. Parking brake on. We shall nose to take off lights on, set the chrono, and let's go to Japan. Right, throttle forward until 80 knots. There's 80 knots, pull back into neutral, keep on that centre line. And my V2 is, my V rotate even, is 147. There it is, coming into the view now. There it is, and slow, pull back. And that is positive rate, gear up. If I can find the lever, there we go. It's quite a nice view of Shanghai actually, to be fair. And this is Microsoft 2020, so I'm sure 2024 will look nicer. We'll pull the speed back down to climb, and we'll initialize autopilot. So while we're in the cruise phase here, just to let you guys know that I will be doing the F1 schedule, mainly just the short haul ones. I might do 1 or 2 long hauls if I've got time. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you like and subscribe. And we've also got different liveries to use. I've got a Red Bull racing one, I've got a McLaren racing one, and I've got a Mercedes Actros racing one.
So if you want me to fly in one of them, let me know in the comments.
And welcome back to the flight deck. So we are about 40 miles from our top of descent. So we're going to set up the plane ready to go down. What we need to do is we need to set our approach. So if we go over to here, we've got most of our data here. So our air pressure is 3012. Winds 340 at 14, that is quite high. Temperature is a very cold 6 degrees. And the barrow we shall get from here, so we're going 2 and then approach, and we are landing runway 36. So we come down to here, ILS Zulu, and our barrow is this one here, 215. 215. So that'll be our minimums. So if it's a cloudy day, once we get to 215 feet, it should say minimums. So here's our top of descent marker, about 25 miles away. We're all ready to go. Now there is different ways of doing this. On VATSIM, I will be vectored down through the altitudes to connect to the ILS. But because we're not on VATSIM, I'm going to do it how I like to usually do it. The interception for the localizer, which would be 3,399 feet, or 4,000, that is what I add to the altitude. So I'll put in 4,000. And then when I get to top of descent, I'll initialize descent mode. And then it'll figure out the rest on its own. And we're about 5 miles out, so we'll put the seatbelts on, get everyone back in their seats. I will ding the front to let them know we're about to descend, and then I'll initialize descent mode. And that will control us in a calm descent down into Japan. So we are descending now through flight level 220. We can actually see the airport just over there, that big island. And I believe the racetrack is somewhere over here. Now unfortunately we're not going to be flying straight over it, but I will see if we can see the actual racetrack. I doubt it from this height. I was hoping to come more over the racetrack as we're descending, but instead we're getting a nice bumpy mountain route. As you can see on the PDF, we're going to bring in our slow left-hand turn and then sharp left into the landing. Now I have got a landing analysis system running, so when we land we'll be able to see how land be soft, if we land soft. I believe it's somewhere around here, or that could be it there. That's the racetrack there. So we've actually found the racetrack. That looks to me like the Suzuki racetrack. So I'm pleased to say, although we didn't go straight over it as much as I was hoping for, we have seen the Suzuki racetrack. So we've done it. Well, not yet, but we're doing it. So like I say, Suzuki racetrack, we're getting a better view from it now. And then the airport we're landing at is over there. It's a hell of a drive round to the racetrack. Quite a good view of the racetrack. So there's the hairpin. Sharp left, sharp right, there's the chicane. Oh, there's the chicane, and then straight. Yeah, it's quite a good view. Right, let's get back into the cockpit because we're actually flying. So that's flashing standard. So let's change it to 3015. That's QNH, so I need to change it to hectopascals, which is 3015. So flight level 100. We shall put landing lights on, seatbelts are on. It is getting very bumpy up here right now. Right, so I don't know what's going on here completely. So when we get to about there, I will just direct Wilbur. So I might just direct I get the camera right. Direct Wilbur. Yeah, I'm just going to direct to Wilbur. So we've reached 4,000 feet. Our intercept for the localizer and the glide slope. Right, nose takeoff, runway lights on, seatbelts on, that's all on. Now it looks like we've got a 13, 12 knot headwind, so that's quite good actually. It's always the side wind that I never like. Now I'm going to take control at probably minimums. That's when I usually take control, just before it. Right, let's take control. Autopilot off, auto throttle off. Perfect height, back in the middle.
100 above.
2 whites, 2 reds. Slightly too low. Continue. There we go. Right, land it nice and softly.
$50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. And reverses. Reverses green. Let me guys know what you thought of that landing, and welcome to Japan. Yeah, that was a good flight. Not too long, not too short. Right, and once I straighten up, oh, not too much. I've really got to get myself some pedals. That's the one I wanted. So land, oh, no, I can't do it from there. All the lights can come off. That to taxi. And we'll start up the APU. Right, now it's just a case of picking a gate. I think I should have gone in that one because it looks like they're all waiting for me, but hey ho. Right, slowly come to a stop. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next race.
I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you.